Hey guys, and for today's tutorial we'll be learning an extremely cool card flourish called the Yo. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial and let's see how it looks like. So how this move is going to work is actually quite simple. You're going to have to start off with the basic grip, which is like this. So you want your thumb like straight and you want it kind of like pressed onto the deck, the side of the deck like this. You want your index to be on top, the rest of your three fingers on the other side. So what the move is doing is basically you're just throwing the whole deck and like the cards kind of like spread and make kind of like a waterfall ish look, but this is extremely hard. I've taken a long time to master this move and I'm not sure how long it'll take you, but it'll definitely take more than a day basically. So the grip is like this, and when you're about to throw the deck itself, from this grip you're going to want to change into this grip. So basically it's just your pinky under the deck. So basically you have your thumb here, your index here, your middle and your ring on this side, and your pinky at the bottom. And what you're doing when you're throwing the deck, what is actually happening is when it's being thrown, your index is kind of letting go, allowing the cards to move up, and your pinky kind of like spreads out, which gives less control over the deck, but at the same time less pressure, so the flourish itself will go a lot more smoother. And this is really just about the trust that you have on yourself and the confidence that you have on the flourish and how much practice you've done. So basically it looks like this. So basically the grip is like this, and you just kind of like just pretend that you're tilting your hand downwards and you're trying to get the deck to spread itself like that, just like that. But then in the real flourish itself you're throwing it up and the cards are moving upwards and not downwards. So yeah, you're basically kind of like doing a shoveling movement, like how you would dig some dirt out of the ground with a shovel. That's kind of the same motion but with this grip, and basically you're going down and moving back up, going down, moving back up, and when you're moving back up your pinky kind of like moves downwards and your index is releasing a bit, so there's less pressure, less control, and the thing will go a lot more smoother. So yeah guys, that is basically the whole flourish itself. It's basic. The move really relies on the amount of confidence and the amount of practice that you have on this move, how much effort you've been put into it. Obviously the more effort you put into it, the faster you'll get the flourish. But yeah guys, this is the flourish for Yo, and I will show you once more how it's done. So as you can see, if you watch closely, my index is almost to the point where it's straight, but it's actually a bit curved, which gives enough space for the rest of the deck to move up, creating the Yo. Now the height that the deck goes is completely up to you. Obviously the more amount of pressure that you apply, the higher the cards go, and the higher it goes, the less control you have.
It's 2:15.
basically the higher you throw the deck, the less control you have on cards, and the lower the deck is thrown at, the more control you have, but it looks less effective. So really you have to play around with the force that you have, your strength, and most importantly the grip that you have is important as well. So once again, grip like this, pinky goes at the bottom when you're ready. When you're about to throw, you go down and up, and when you're going up, your index card releases pressure to allow the other cards to go up. So it's kind of like that. Yeah guys, that is the flourish for yo, and I hope you guys have lots of fun with this. And the most important key is to practice, practice, practice. Another thing about this yo flourish is that you need to use a really smooth deck. So decks like the Mirage deck that I use right here is not efficient at all because of the finish and the stock that it has. Makes it extremely clumpy for flourishes like the yo. You need a really good smooth deck like the Arcane deck that I used, or the Words deck, or the Icon deck. Basically, decks that have linen finish and cambric finish are the best decks to use for this flourish itself. So yeah guys, that is today's tutorial done, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial.